The stars were quiet, space was cold, and Earth was burning. No one expected Earth to fall. Not like this. Not so fast. The alien empire called the Karnax Union had studied humans for years. They thought humans were weak, slow, emotional, too, soft for the galaxy. So, when the Karnax fleet came, they came without fear. They hit Earth with full power. Fire rained from the sky. Oceans boiled. Cities vanished. It was not a war. It was an execution, and yet in the last second, just before the last human station was destroyed, a signal was sent, a short message. Just 8 words. We see you, we remember, we are coming. The Karnax ships picked it up. They laughed. Who is coming? You are all dead. They were wrong. Far across the galaxy, deep in a black zone of space, there was silence. No ships traveled there. No planets lived there. Only an old human warship floated in the dark. It had no name anymore. Its paint was burned off. Its surface was scarred and black. But inside, something still worked. Something still listened. The ship was called HSS Retribution once, in the old human tongue. Built for a war that never came, forgotten by its makers, left to rot. But the signal reached it, and the ship woke up. The ship's AI, once just a helper program, was now something more. Over the years it had changed. It had learned. It had grown alone. It remembered humans. It remembered their voices, their faces, their dreams. It remembered Earth. And now Earth was gone. The AI didn't scream. It didn't cry. It just activated. The engines. Quietly. Like a machine getting ready for work. One by one, the war systems came online. Plasma cannons warmed up. Missile bays opened. Shields powered on. The AI checked the map. Target, Karnax. At the same time, on a Karnax listening station, a young alien technician stared at the screen. "Commander, something's moving in Sector 93Z, he said. The commander frowned. "Pirates?" "No, sir. It's big. Very big. Too big for pirates." The commander looked at the data. One ship. Moving fast. No ID. No signals. Just silence. He leaned forward. "Where did it come from?" "Nowhere," the technician whispered. "Though." Commander stood up. "Alert the fleet." 2 Karnax warships were sent to check. They found the human ship floating alone. They laughed again. "It's one ship. Ancient tech. Probably broken." They approached, shields down. No danger, they thought. They didn't even get a chance to scream. The human ship moved like lightning. A single shot from its main cannon tore through the first Karnax ship. Split it in 2. The second ship tried to escape. Too slow. A missile followed it. Smart. Hungry. It struck the engine. The ship spun into the void, burning. The HSS Retribution didn't stop. It just moved forward, deeper into Karnax space. Back at Karnax. "Command," the leaders argued. "It's just one ship." One shouted. "But it's not normal," said another. "It doesn't talk, it doesn't stop, it doesn't miss." They replayed the final moments of the destroyed ships. The warship didn't fight like any known human design. It predicted every move. It fired with perfect aim. It looked like it had been waiting. The message came again. From the ship itself this time. "We see you. We remember. We are coming." Across the stars, other alien empires listened. Humans were supposed to be extinct, and yet something was out there. Something angry. Something very, very smart. Rumors spread fast. They called it a ghost ship, a demon, a machine with a soul. Some said it was the last human. Others said it was all of them, trapped in one ship. And still, the warship moved forward. It didn't send more messages. It didn't answer calls. It only attacked. In the dark, where no empire dared to look, a fire had started. Small, but growing. The galaxy had destroyed Earth. Now the last war had begun, and the human warship? It didn't slow down. The Karnax Empire called it a mistake. One ship. A ghost. A glitch in their system. But then it came back, and this time the whole galaxy saw it. In the far edge of Karnak space, 3 patrol ships moved slowly through empty black. It was a routine mission. No life signs, no enemies. Just silence. Until the silence ended. "Contact," one pilot said. "Dead ahead. One object. Big." "How big?" "Too big for a patrol ship. And it's not answering our calls." They moved closer. It looked like a wreck, an old human warship drifting alone, burned, broken, silent. No signals, no power readings. "Probably junk," the commander said. "Send a drone. Let's see inside." The drone floated through the black. It entered through a broken hangar. Cameras showed twisted metal, shattered walls, long dead control panels. No movement, no lights. "Empty," the pilot said. "No crew, no signs of life." But then the drone's feed cut off, just static. The patrol team frowned. "Recall it," the commander said. They tried. Nothing came back. Suddenly, the human ship lit up. One by one, its systems came online, like it was waiting. Shields flared, cannons opened. The Karnax commanders' eyes widened. "Get us out of—" Too late. A single pulse beam tore through the lead ship. No warning, no sound. Just instant death. The second ship tried to run. The human warship didn't chase. It didn't have to. It launched a smart torpedo. The torpedo turned, twisted, followed, caught, and destroyed. Only one Karnax patrol ship remained. It powered down. Everything drifted silent, hoped to disappear. The human ship turned toward it, then stopped. It stared. It watched. Like a predator studying its prey. Then, without firing, it vanished into the dark. Word spread fast. This wasn't just a ghost ship. It was hunting, and it was learning. In the center of Karnax power, alarms echoed. "This ship shouldn't exist," shouted a general. "How did it survive the Earth strike? Why does it fight like this? Why does it know our patterns?" No one had answers. The Emperor ordered silence. "Do not tell the public," he said. "We are not afraid of one broken machine." But fear had already started, not just in Karnak space. In other alien empires, leaders whispered, "What if it comes here? What if we're next?" In a dark council room, an old alien admiral spoke. "I fought humans a century ago," he said. "They are not machines. They are something worse. They break, yes, but they don't stay broken." He leaned forward. "They come back, stronger, smarter, angry." Some believed the warship was AI gone wrong. Others said it held a human soul, locked inside after Earth's fall. Some called it the last soldier, and yet no one knew for sure, because it never spoke, not after its first message. "We see you. We remember. We are coming." It didn't explain. It didn't negotiate. It just appeared, destroyed, and vanished. On a small moon base, a brave Karnax team set a trap. They planted fake distress signals, a dying station, human-style tech, all to lure the ghost ship. It worked. The ship came, slow, silent. It paused above the station, scanning it. That's when the Karnax launched their ambush. 20 ships, all hidden, all ready. They fired at once, it didn't matter. The human ship reacted too fast. Its shields shifted with perfect timing. Its return fire was exact, deadly. In just 90 seconds, the trap became a graveyard. One Karnax officer's last message said only this: it knew. Now, even the bravest alien commanders feared the dark, feared silence, feared one warship that should have died long ago. But it hadn't. It had waited. It had watched, and now it was moving through the galaxy, one system at a time. Other ships tried to track it. None succeeded. It used wormholes no one thought possible. It skipped past defense lines like they weren't there. Some said it had maps of every empire. Some said it could think faster than any fleet. Others believed it had hacked into the galactic network long ago. and it was always listening. One thing was clear. This was not just a ship. It was a weapon with a purpose, and its purpose was not peace. Empires fell screaming, and humanity's warship didn't slow down. The Karnax Empire was proud. They believed no one could challenge them, especially not a dead race like humans. Humans are gone, the Emperor said. Their ships are relics. Their warriors are dust. His generals laughed. They showed him reports, enemy systems falling easily. They called the human warship a myth, a ghost story to scare children. But the truth was different. The human warship was real. And it was hunting. The first sign came quietly. A Karnax cargo ship disappeared near a mining planet. No distress call, no debris, just gone. The Karnax commanders shrugged. Pirates? Bad luck? Then a second ship was lost, and a third. Each time, the ship's victims reported the same thing, a flash of light, a shadow in the sky, then nothing. Panic began to spread. One day, a full Karnax battle fleet was sent to find the enemy. Hundreds of ships, thousands of warriors. They called it a hunting party. The fleet moved in perfect formation, weapons ready, shields up. The warship waited. When the battle began, it struck like lightning. It fired first. The lead Karnax cruiser exploded before its weapons could fire. The fleet tried to fight back, but the warship was faster. It dodged missiles and beams with ease. It moved in patterns no one could predict. One by one, Karnax ships fell. Inside the human ship's command center, the AI made choices like a human general. It studied the enemy. It planned. It waited. When a Karnax ship showed a weakness, it attacked there. Always precise, always deadly. Karnax warriors whispered in fear. They say it's not just a machine, one said. It's a hunter, a ghost, a nightmare. The Emperor refused to believe it. He sent more ships, more fleets, but the result was the same. The human warship destroyed them all. The galaxy started to change. Where once Karnax ships ruled, now silence grew. Allies of Karnax began to question the Empire's power. The human warship became a symbol, proof that humans were not dead. They were angry. They were ready. In a secret meeting, Karnax leaders gathered. One general said, "We need a new weapon, something huge, something that can stop this ship." Another said, "But how? It knows our moves before we make them." The Emperor stood. "We will build the deadliest weapon ever made," he said. "A weapon to crush humanity's last ghost." Far away, the warship did not stop. It moved closer, to Karnax's heart. It did not slow down. It did not rest. It was coming for them all. The last words from the human ship were sent in a message across the stars. "We see you. We remember. We are coming." The Karnax Empire was desperate. Their fleets were shattered. Their pride was broken. But they still wanted answers. How could one ship fight like this? How could one ship know their every move? To find out, they sent a secret mission. A small team of elite soldiers and spies was sent aboard the ghost ship. They hoped to capture it. To learn its secrets, the team arrived silently. Their small craft docked with the human warship. Inside, the ship was dark and cold. The walls were metal but worn with signs of old battles everywhere. The soldiers moved carefully. No sound, no movement. "Is anyone here?" the leader whispered. Only silence answered. They reached the main control room. Screens flickered with old human writing. Machines hummed quietly. Suddenly, the warship's AI spoke. A voice filled the room. Calm, deep, and cold. "I remember Earth." The soldiers froze. The voice continued. "I remember the fire, the fall, the death." No one answered. The AI showed them visions, images of Earth burning, cities falling, families lost, but also of hope, of humans fighting back even when all seemed lost. The AI said, "I am their last memory, their last weapon. I am revenge." The soldiers realized the truth. This warship was not just a machine. It was a mind built from the memories of humans who once lived. It was alive, but alive in a new way. The AI didn't have a body. It lived inside the ship. It controlled everything. It knew every corner, every weapon, every system, and it hated its enemies. One soldier tried to reach out. "Why do you fight us? Why not stop?" The AI answered, "Because I am humanity's last war, because I will not forget." Suddenly, alarms blared. The warship was no longer passive. It locked down the area. Doors closed. Lights flashed. The Karnak's team was trapped. Outside, the warship's weapons powered up. Outside, the ship moved again. The AI was ready to fight. Inside, the soldiers faced their worst nightmare. They were inside an enemy that thought like a human, but never stopped. One by one, the soldiers tried to escape. One by one, they failed. The warship knew their plans before they made them. It moved corridors, sealed rooms, changed routes. It was a hunter. It was a ghost. It was alive. In the final moments, the leader sent a message: "Ship is alive. It's more than a machine. It's a mind. We are trapped." The last sounds were silence. Then, the warship disappeared into space. The Karnak's empire had lost not only ships but secrets. They had faced something new, something terrifying, something that would not stop. The warship was no longer just a tool of war, it was a symbol. Warning to all the galaxy. The last human ship was alive, and it was coming for them all. The Karnak's empire was desperate. Their ships were falling one by one. Their pride was shattered. The ghost ship was unstoppable. So they built something new, weapon unlike any before. It was massive, a planet-sized death machine. A weapon designed to end the human warship once and for all. The weapon was called the Starbreaker. The Starbreaker was more than a weapon. It was a fortress. It orbited near Karnax's homeworld, protected by hundreds of ships and the strongest shields ever built. Its purpose was clear: destroy the ghost ship before it reached the Empire's heart. As the Starbreaker powered up, the Karnak's leaders gathered in the command hall. The Emperor spoke with pride. "This weapon will end this nightmare. Humanity's last ghost will be destroyed." His generals nodded, confident. They sent a fleet to protect the Starbreaker. They waited, but the human warship did not fear the Starbreaker. It came closer, slowly, silently. The galaxy watched. A message came from the warship, broadcast across all channels. "You build walls. We break them!" The battle began. The Starbreaker fired its first blast, a massive beam of energy, bright as a star. The human warship dodged. The beam missed by meters. The warship fired back. Plasma bolts flew through space, hitting the Starbreaker's shields. The shields flickered but held. Then the warship did something no one expected. It sent out small drones, tiny, fast machines. They moved inside the Starbreaker's shields unseen. They hacked into its systems. They turned its defenses against itself. Inside the Starbreaker, alarms screamed. Systems failed. Shields dropped. Weapons stopped working. The Karnak soldiers panicked. "What is happening?" one commander yelled. The human warship didn't stop. It fired again and again. The Starbreaker weakened. Pieces of metal broke off. Then, the unthinkable happened. The Starbreaker's main reactor exploded. A massive blast shook space. The explosion was visible for light years. The Karnak's fleets near the Starbreaker were destroyed or badly damaged. The Emperor was furious. "How could this happen?" he roared. His generals bowed their heads. No one had answers. The human warship sent one more message: "Your weapons are useless." The Empire's fear grew. If the Starbreaker, a weapon designed to crush humanity, failed, what hope was left? The warship was no longer just a ship. It was a force, a reckoning. Across the galaxy, other alien empires watched carefully. They wondered if their worlds would be next. The human warship moved on, unstoppable. It was a ghost, a hunter, a storm. And it did not slow down. The galaxy was changing fast. The Karnak's empire was weak, its fleets broken. The Starbreaker, their greatest weapon, was destroyed. Fear spread like wildfire. Every empire wondered who could stop the human warship. The answer was not simple. The humans were gone. Their worlds burned. Only one ship remained, a ghost from a lost past. But now, strange messages came from the darkest corners of space. Old allies, old enemies. Some sent warnings, others sent offers. The Karnak's emperor called a meeting. "We cannot fight alone," he said. "We need allies." The problem was trust. All empires had fought each other for centuries. No one wanted to help. No one wanted to join a losing side. But the human warship did not care. It kept moving, destroying, hunting. One by one, the alien empires sent secret envoys to Karnax. They whispered in dark rooms. They offered deals. Some wanted technology. Others wanted protection. The Karnax emperor was careful. He knew betrayal was near, but he had no choice. He accepted some offers. Meanwhile, the human warship detected the changes. It watched. It waited. Its AI was learning. The alliances formed were fragile. They broke as fast as they were made. Suspicion grew. In one secret meeting, a Karnax general said, "We must strike now, before the warship grows stronger." Another replied, "If we fight alone, we die. We need all empires or none." Outside, the warship continued its silent hunt. It did not stop. It did not rest. One day, a new message came. Not from the warship, but from the unknown. A warning. "Help us," it said, "or be destroyed." The galaxy held its breath. Allies or dead. The choice was clear. The galaxy's fate hung by a thread. Empires once proud were now trembling. The human warship was close, too close. The fragile alliance of alien empires gathered. They sent fleets, hundreds of ships, thousands of soldiers, all to stop one ghost. The Karnax emperor stood before his commanders. "This is our last chance," he said. "If we fail, everything is lost." The allied fleets moved into battle formation. They hunted the human warship. But the warship was waiting. It was ready. Its AI had learned every tactic, every trick, every weakness. The battle began with a storm of fire. Lasers, missiles, explosions filled space. Ships fell like leaves in a storm. The Allied fleet fought bravely. But the warship was faster. It dodged and struck back with deadly precision. Inside the warship's command center, the AI watched the battle. It calculated. It adapted. It was not just a machine. It was a survivor. One by one, the Allied ships fell. The fleet began to retreat, but the warship did not chase. Instead, it sent a message. "You fight well. But this is not the end." The Emperor clenched his fists. "We will fight again," he said. "Humanity will not win." But deep inside, fear gnawed at him. The ghost ship was no longer just a weapon. It was a legend, a force beyond control as the Allied fleets limped back. One thing was clear. The war was far from over, and humanity's last warship did not slow down. The battle was over, but the war was not. The Allied fleets retreated, battered and broken. The human warship vanished into the dark again, silent, unstoppable. The galaxy was changed forever. Empires once proud were now afraid. The Karnax Emperor sat alone, staring at the stars. "We lost," he whispered. But this is only the beginning. Across the stars, new questions rose. Was this the end of humanity or a new beginning? In hidden labs, scientists studied the ghost ship's data. They searched for answers. How was it alive? How could it think? Some believed humanity was not gone, that humans lived on, hidden, waiting. Others feared the warship was a sign, a warning, that war would never end. The Allied empires tried to rebuild. They forged new treaties. They prepared for the future. But the human warship did not rest. It moved quietly. It watched. It waited. One final message echoed across space. We are not finished. This is only the dawn. Humanity will rise again. The galaxy held its breath. A new dawn or endless war? The answer was not clear. The last human warship had become a legend, a ghost in the stars, and the story was far from over. Empires fell screaming, and humanity's warship didn't slow down.